What's up, guys? Jay Freedom here. I just want to talk about hair today. Uh, the power of your hair, things I've been researching, things I've learned since I've been growing my hair out and my beard. A lot of from other people I've listened to, things I've read, things I've researched. They talk about how your hair is connects you to the spiritual self, and your hair is like antennas to the stars. And your hair is more than just hair. Your hair serves a purpose. I just want to give you an example, like growing my hair long, the amount of the patience it takes, the time you put into doing it. You learn more about yourself. And for me, my long hair has become a part of who I am. It's wild because 22 years, I grew my hair long for the first time when I was 22 years old. And before that, I had a buzz cut. I'd go to the barber and get my head shaved, get everything lined up. I got some Hispanic in me. My father is Hispanic, so having a lineup done was kind of a more Hispanic hairstyle I had when I was younger, and I just kept my hair that way. I couldn't even stand my hair growing past my ears just a little bit. It would drive me crazy. I had to be clean cut all the time, and I think when I was in high school, I noticed that I started seeing guys with long hair, and I was like, man, I was attracted to it, to the hair. I was like, man, when I seen dudes with long hair, there was something about it that intrigued me, and it made me want to grow my hair long. And when I was in school, I tried to grow my hair long a few different times, but I would always get like 6 months in, 7 months in to that awkward stage, and kids would start making fun of me, my friends. They'd be like, what are you doing? You look terrible. And the girls would give me crap, and I'd get it cut off. I couldn't take the rejection from other people. But once I got on my own, once I got away from people and I got out of school and I was living on my own, that's when I was able to actually grow my hair long for the first time, because I didn't have anybody telling me how I should look or this or that. So I was able to focus more on myself. But in the process of growing my hair long, I started to kind of just learn more about myself, and it felt like things just kind of slowed down a little bit, and I was able to really look into the environment I was in, and look at the world differently. It's almost like my hair gave me a different perception on life and on myself. And this is why I recommend fellas. I know most of the girls, you have long hair as you're growing up. But a lot of guys, I know guys personally have never grew their hair long ever. And I always recommend at least try it once, because just to see how it feels, go on that journey. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go on that journey. I've met guys that I work with, that are 50, 40, 50, 60 years old. They've never grew their hair long in their lifetime. And I'm like, you should do it. I always try and talk them into it. Just for the spiritual aspect. Also with the beard, my beard, guys, I'm like so proud of my beard now. it's funny because my beard has also become a part of who I am, along with my hair. I I look at pictures of myself just from a few years ago where I don't have my beard, and I'm like, man, is that me? I'm like, that's me right there. Um, but my beard has really grown on me. Uh, I really, last time I shaved my beard off, by accident, I should say, I was doing a beard trim and I messed up really bad. I tried to, you know how I had my beard grown out for a long time and I kind of wanted to try a different style and it just went bad. I was watching YouTube videos on how to like fade my beard in and all this different stuff, and I tried to do it that night and it did not work out at all. I ended up shaving my beard off and I was pretty mad about it. But I don't know, it's like I'd trim my own beard. I've never went and had someone do a beard trim for me. So I've made a lot of mistakes trimming my beard, especially the first year I had a beard trying to grow it out. I was doing a lot of things wrong. You kind of have to just go on the journey and make mistakes to get a better beard and to learn how to trim it correctly. But yeah, the first time I tried to grow a beard out, I didn't. I grew it out for a whole year, and I kept trimming the flyaways that were sticking out, and especially like in my cheeks here. And eventually, what happened is like my beard started growing out, but like I had parts of my beard that were like that didn't grow out because I was trimming it too much, and it started to look awkward as it got bigger. And I don't know, I just had to you got to make the mistakes to learn to get the beard you want. Um, and another thing is I was cutting my neckline up too high. Like when I was trying to grow my beard out, I was cutting my neckline like up on my jaw instead of down above my Adam's apple. So as my beard would start growing out, I didn't have enough mass on the bottom to compensate. And I was just doing all kinds of things wrong. But I think my beard is the best it's ever looked now, like 3 years later. But that's because I've made the mistakes and I've learned a trimming method that works for me. And another thing, guys, is like your beard. Every guy's beard's different. It grows at different speeds, different thicknesses. Sometimes the way you trim your beard won't work for somebody else. You have to, your beard is unique to you. It's unique to your face. Your beard complements your face. So the trimming method you use may not work for another guy. You gotta figure out what works best for you, because I've tried to do trimming methods that I've seen other guys do, and if their beard's thicker than mine or something, like it won't work for me. So but yeah, I definitely recommend, like, I try to keep my natural line. Like, I don't cut into my beard. I don't care if I don't like a perfectly straight barber cut beard. I like it to look a little bit more natural. So, any loose hairs, I just trim off. And I try to keep my beard as natural looking as I can. So, but yeah, guys, the power of your hair, it's a good time to grow your hair out. If you were locked inside like me for the last 2 months, where everything was kind of shut down, that was a good time to grow a beard out, to experiment with it. I just got a call a few days ago. I'm going back to work tomorrow, so I'm actually looking very forward to that, because I miss some of my coworkers. I'm gonna see people I haven't seen for a while, and get back out there and get to work. Um, I don't know if I've ever told you guys what I do for a living, but I work at a casino and I'm a slot attendant. I basically pay jackpots out when people hit a jackpot at the casino. I'm also a host, so I talk with guests and I walk them around the casino and I make them feel comfortable. And I try to make it's basically like a hospitality job, you know. Someone comes in the casino and I greet them and I try to tell them about our amenities and I pay their jackpots and I make sure they have a good time and everything's going good. And I like my job. I really sometimes being in a casino environment, it can be kind of hectic, but kind of being a veteran of it now, I've gotten so used to it. It doesn't the things that used to bother me don't bother me anymore. I actually get excited when things get kind of crazy and stuff like that because it's challenging and I like a challenge. So, but yeah, guys, the power of your hair. Grow your hair out. I recommend it. See how you feel. Just remember, you can always cut it off. But I'd say go on the journey, grow that beard out, grow that hair out, and see where it takes you, man. See if you learn a little bit more about yourself. I actually ordered a telescope. This is crazy, but I've never looked at a telescope, like through a telescope at the stars, at the moon. I sit outside at night, stare at the moon all the time, but I've never actually like looked through a real telescope and like check stuff out for myself. So, my fiance, she asked me, she wanted to know what I wanted for Father's Day, and I was kind of hinting at a telescope, and so she ordered me a telescope, and it should be here in a few days. I'm really excited to use it, because I'm gonna check that moon out, look at the stars, and see what's going on out in the sky. Maybe I'll make a video about it and show you guys my telescope. I got a mount so I can take pictures from my phone, like whatever I zoom in on, and maybe I'll get some images or something and let you guys see what I'm doing. But yeah, guys, just remember your hair is powerful. Your hair is more than just hair. There's more to everything than what we think, guys. We can only see the physical realm, but there's more than the physical realm. Everything, there's spiritual realm, there's good and bad energies, and your hair is more than just hair, So I think that's why, there's certain corporations and certain entities that want to cut your hair off, and it's because I feel like they can have more control over you when they cut your hair. It lessens your senses to the environment, and you're more susceptible to having the mind control. I feel like your hair is a barrier between the mind control. I know you guys have heard of MK Ultra and all that type of stuff, man. We could get into it deep sometime. We could get into it deep, man. I get into all that stuff. So that's one of the reasons I have my hair and my beard the way it is, because I feel like it's a barrier between the darkness that's plaguing this earth, this planet right now, this plane we're on. And with that being said, things have been getting pretty wild out here the last few months. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I think this this coronavirus was planned, and I think there's entities that live above the governments, that can control the governments, that control the banking systems that we live by, and they're wanting to see how far they can push us. They want to see. They're kind of experimenting on the population, is what I think, and they're kind of wanting to see, how much they can get away with without seeing how far we push back. And I think it's way deeper than the coronavirus. It goes way deeper than that. The people that are in power have been in power for centuries, the same families. And, I think that ultimately, I know you guys have heard of the New World Order, one world government, one world currency. There's so many TV shows out now. I've been watching a TV show called Altered Carbon. I'm sure you guys have seen that on Netflix. It's a good show, by the way. But, to me, like, Altered Carbon is just like, how the super rich trillionaires that run everything is how they want the future of everything, kind of like a utopia that they have complete control over, with artificial intelligence and mind control, and being able to upload our consciousness to chips so you can't die and you can get new bodies. And like, these shows are legit, man. Like, they're kind of just showing you, giving you a glimpse into the future, but I'm gonna keep it at that. We're at 17 minutes. I feel like I can just talk and talk and talk, but grow your hair out, guys. At least give it a try, and stay healthy, stay positive. No matter how bad things get, no matter how crazy the world looks, when you watch the news and what's going on TV, it can look crazy. Turn it off, go outside, get some fresh air, take a deep breath, look at the stars at night. Just remember there's more. There's more than just the Matrix. There's more than just malls, shopping malls, spending money, brands, all this stuff is just materials. Just take a deep breath. It's gonna be all right. Stay positive. Keep going. Keep pushing yourself. Keep getting better. Keep trying to become a better version of yourself. Okay, guys? I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Okay, guys? Peace.